Hello, hello. Welcome to my Christmas Eve stream on surviving Christmas with family. I don't have anything planned. I don't know if anybody's in here or not, but if you, oh no, go ahead. If you are, welcome. It's been several months since I have streamed, and that's my office. Don't mind me. Hey, Shannon. Hi, sweetie. I hope you're having a good Christmas Eve. I celebrate on Christmas Eve with my mom and stepdad, my sister, and my niece, Nadia. Hi. Um, so I am part of the Village 48-hour stream to keep people company for Christmas because it's a really tough time of year. I actually had a wonderful Christmas with my family this evening, this afternoon. But I do have a father, and I don't have a relationship with him anymore. Hey, Jamie, how are you, sweetie? So I just thought it would be good to be a part of this 48 hours, and I apologize for not having anything really planned. I could play some of my favorite goofy Christmas songs that are not necessarily, your, oh, thanks, Jamie, but the office is a mess, right? Like I'm still moving in here. Well, I mean, I moved in, but it's a smaller house. Merry Christmas. It's a small house. So I went from, a big apartment to a small house, and I'm still just trying to get all of this together. Does everything sound good, y'all? Do I sound okay? Well, let's start with my first favorite Christmas song by Dennis Leary. Not Dennis Leary. Dennis Leary Christmas. So we're just gonna have some fun, okay? Let's just have some fun. I am down for some fun. So let us enjoy a little Dennis Leary for Christmas. You haven't heard this.
Old St. Nick's got bourbon breath. It's so cold you could catch your death. A cop sold me some crystal meth. It's a merry fucking Christmas. Everything's so Christmassy. The streets are twinkling with frozen pea. My priest just sat on Santa's knee. It's a merry fucking Christmas. All the kids go to bed each night to dream what Santa brings them.
There's actually a video. It's just so stinking funny. Yeah, it's a claymation video, and I absolutely love it. Oh, come on. Really? I apologize. Obviously very unorganized. But, that's nothing new. Nothing new.
Old St. Nick's got bourbon breath. It's so cold you could catch your death. A cop sold me some crystal meth. It's a merry fucking Christmas. Everything's so Christmassy. The streets are twinkling with frozen pea. My priest just sat on Santa's knee. It's a merry fucking Christmas. All the kids go to bed each night to dream what Santa brings them. Unless they're Jewish or Muslim or some other jip religion. Crappy toys flying off the shelves. Midgets dressed up to look like elves. Spread good cheer or burn in hell. It's a merry fucking Christmas.
Sorry.
All the kids go to bed each night to dream what Santa brings them. Unless they're Jewish or Muslim or some other jip religion. Crackling fires to keep me warm, and my collection of Asian porn. Cradle my bells and work my horn. It's a keep on trucking, last year sucking, midget chucking, slap the pucking. How much wood could a woodchuck chucking? Merry fucking Christmas. Shut up.
So that is my favorite Christmas song. Might give you a little idea about how I feel about Christmas. So yeah, that's Dennis Leary's "Merry Fucking Christmas." And let's see, let's do. So I hope everyone's doing okay. I hope everyone is happy and healthy and kind people. And oh, so the reason that I named this video "Surviving Christmas with Family" is I had divorced parents. My parents divorced when I was 7, and so divorced kids or kids of divorce, they end up, they have to go back and forth between families, and it becomes a big issue. My dad's mom was very into Christmas, and she would get really mad if I didn't want to be with her on Christmas. If I wanted to go with my mom or spend it with my mom and her family, she would get mad at me. But I was never a Christmas fan. Through adulthood, I used to get sick. Every Thanksgiving and every Christmas. And I'm sure it was a mental thing that I just couldn't stand the thought of. I couldn't stand the thought of having to choose where I was going to go, because I didn't want a guilt trip. I didn't want to make anybody feel bad. I didn't want to be the disappointment. And I was always the disappointment. But then in 2008, my niece was born, and she changed everything. And now Christmas is a very big deal to me. And it's because of her. Everything wonderful is because of my niece. Tonight, I got to see her solo for this competition season. I'm very excited. She just completed all of it and danced the whole thing for the first time on Sunday. And I have a copy, and it's amazing already. Just even seeing it the first time in practice was absolutely gorgeous. I loved it. And you get sick Thanksgiving, Christmas usually, but so good. Don't get sick. I mean, I don't know what time zone you're in, Shannon, but we're less than on the East Coast. We are less than an hour away from Christmas. I'm not sick. I'm going to spend the morning with my friend Heather, who is next door, and then I'm going to do what I do every year, which is spend Christmas alone. I will be streaming in the morning at 11 o'clock Eastern, 10 o'clock Central, about spending Christmas alone. And I have a lot to say about that, because I've learned through the years how to make it something that's not dark and depressing. For me, it's a peaceful day. I'm not a Christmas music or Christmas movie person necessarily. When I finish my stream, I will be watching It's a Wonderful Life. Although I'm really irritated because I read an article earlier that said Amazon Prime edited It's a Wonderful Life, and they edited out the part where George says that he wished he was never born and that he felt like he was worth more dead than alive. And I'm not understanding how you're going to take and edit out the core of an entire, like the core story of a film. How is anybody going to understand that movie if they don't know that in the beginning he doesn't want to be alive? He's miserable. He's unhappy with his job. He feels like he's worthless. He feels like he's nothing, and then his guardian angel comes, and I don't understand. I don't know. So I'm hoping to find it on something other than Amazon Prime, because I don't appreciate them censoring the movie that was made in hang on. Let's see when It's a Wonderful Life was made. Okay. So It's a Wonderful Life was filmed. It is the whole point of the movie, Shannon. Exactly. So It's a Wonderful Life was filmed in 1946. And I love that movie too. And that was a film that I used to watch every year with my best guy friend Eric. He passed away in 2005, but I still watch it every year on Christmas Eve, and I will be doing that when I get off the stream. I'm also going to build my sister got me this cool over the sink dish rack because I don't have a lot of counter space in my kitchen. So she asked me what I wanted, and I was like, I need this. I have to build some gifts that I got from my. Hey, Crystal, it's so good to see you. Merry Christmas. Oh, that's okay. Go to sleep. Get some rest. Catch me on the replay. And if you're not busy around 10 Central tomorrow morning, I will be streaming for an hour. I think that we're just doing hours. So, actually, I'm looking at YouTube, and guess what? The whole movie, Gizmo. Where's Gizmo? I don't see Gizmo. Oh, Gizmo! Hi, Gizmo! Somebody get that dog some bagels. That dog needs some bagels. I'm just saying. Gizmo needs bagels. Hi to everybody who's just joined. And if anyone wants to watch the unedited version of It's a Wonderful Life, it is on YouTube. I just found out. So I'm very happy. Who's the clown magnet? That's a great name. I mean, I know some friends that are super afraid. That's okay. Oh, you're at Kim's? I'm so happy. Please wish Kim a happy Christmas for me, Crystal, and thank you so much. Hi, Bob. Bob is a wrench, so I should know who Bob is. Oh, goodness. So let's see. Oh, I'm gonna do some other silly videos. We're gonna do a Frank Zappa video. Which one was it? Hang on. We're gonna do a Frank Zappa video next. A very Zappa Christmas. For some reason, I don't know how to spell Christmas anymore. So that's awesome. All right, let's see what this is. I mean, why not? I mean, I'm friends with the sun on it, so I'll see what this is. This is a fan-made thing. Supposed to do the 6 a.m. Wow, that's early. Well, that'll be fun. I know what we're watching. Supposedly a very Zappa Christmas, but I have a feeling it might be one of those reasons I don't want to watch it. That's weird. Okay, skip that.
Okay, Miss Vavasseur. Now,
you're
looking through one-way glass. Nobody can see you. Look at these 3 suspects and tell us which one you think is the killer.
I don't know. They all look the same to me.
Wait a minute. I got a hunch. It's crazy, but it just might work. Simon says, shake your branches. Simon says, jiggle your ornaments. Kill the person next to you. Okay. Simon says, kill the person next to you. Okay, Miss Vavasseur.
This is how I spend my Christmas, I guess. I'm just being silly. That's the sun. We're just gonna have a little background music. So we're gonna get some fake. We're gonna get some fake sound magnet accounts. I love it. Fantastic. Jamie's swag. So anyway, so what did I get?
We're
I
gonna
got
drink some
over the
to bring in the Christmas
Got it.
cheer
heating
in the city of
heater
tiny lights,
for the patio.
presents
Chili in
under
there.
the tree. We're gonna have a Frank's Apple Christmas just for you and me. We're gonna
These
get
paws
up
are
down
warm.
at Joe's
I
garage.
got
Hang
some
some
new makeup
mistletoe.
brushes,
Bobby Brown, well, he
moisturizing
goes
socks,
down
satin pillowcase,
while
which is good
Dynamo
for your hair.
Winter Wonderland.
Her
And
sister stuck at home, passed
some
out
love and dinner.
on the floor.
That was my Christmas.
Uncle Remus went to pick her up, but yeah,
Can you
she
do
just
better?
couldn't come. Gonna have a Frank's Apple Christmas. Ladies and
I'll
men,
give it to you first, please.
we're gonna drink some eggnog. Bring in the Christmas cheer in the city.
Okay, so you can't hear me over the music. I'm just babbling, blah 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 over Frank Zappa for no reason. You can hear me now. All right. So, anyways, my gifts that I got for Christmas, I got a over the sink dish drain. I got a space heater on a stand for the patio. Some rugs, a heated blanket, some moisturizing socks, a satin pillow satin pillow case for my pillow. It's supposed to be good for your hair and your face. I didn't realize that pillowcases were bad for your skin or your hair. I usually wear my hair up when I sleep. Thomas will at some point. Thomas, you're being asked about. Thomas. Oh, I got this great sign. This is going up. This is gonna go up here. But obviously I just wanted to remind everybody to stay. Well, Gizmo, Daddy should get you a bed. I don't really talk to your dad anymore, but if I did, I would tell him. Okay, so, Merry Christmas. I'm just feeling silly. I am just feeling silly. There is really no point in this, and if it's boring to anybody, they don't want to stay. I'm not going to be hurt. You're not going to hurt my feelings. I just wanted to keep people company that needed company for an hour during this 48 hours of Christmas that we're doing. But yeah, I don't have. Is he still live, Jamie? That's still going on? Oh, that's okay. I'm really happy to see you too. I'm happy to see you guys. I appreciate you coming in here. Again, like I said, I mean, I'm not full of excitement and lot. Yeah, I mean, you can see the new place, right? So this is my office, and just right there is my kitchen. Thomas, yeah, people are asking for you. You're internet famous, bro. Get up here. I need to get my internet famous cat up here. Come on, Thomas, come on, buddy. Yeah, you. So here's Thomas. Here, can you get on there? Oh, Frank, you want to come in here too? You absolutely can. So we at Frank, come on. I think we might get both cats today, which is highly unusual. Normally, Mr. Thomas is the only one who usually comes. Stop showing your butt to everybody. That's kind of rude, man. Nobody wants to see your butt, Thomas. No, nobody wants to see your butt, but they do want to see your handsome face. Say hello, my name's Thomas, and I think the whole world revolves around me. Because it does here. I've actually you've never seen Frank, have you? Hang on. Well, that's not working out. So Frank is really, it is a weird looking dog, Gizmo. I know. Frank is very shy. She just went under the bed when I tried to pick her up. She's not having it. I'll try to get her at some point. But she's actually been great since we moved into the house. She's become very cuddly. She lays on my lap all the time on the couch when I'm in there. In the living room, she sleeps with me in the bed under the covers. She's very, but Gizmo, you can't eat the cats. I'm just telling you, don't eat the cats. Come here, Thomas. Come back up here. Come on, man. People are asking for you. Got to give the people what they want. And I let Thomas a couple weeks ago. It was in the 50s. It was pretty nice. I let him outside, and he didn't run or anything. He just stepped outside and he was smelling. Because Thomas was feral. I got him December 30th, 2020, and he was feral for the first 5 months of his life. And then I got him, so he's very interested in going outside. Frank really isn't interested. But she's becoming a little more interested in what's going on around here because where I moved is quite a ways away from the city. I'm about 30 to 45 minutes outside of Detroit, and I live in a lake. I live in this cottage here on a lake, and I'm very happy here. I'm super excited for when it gets warm so I can kayak and paddleboard and have my sister and my niece and my friends come out and hang out on the lake. It's going to be really wonderful to do that. I'm really excited about that. This is my 6th year home. Thank you. It is pretty wonderful, right? I'm really happy here. It did take some time. It took some time for me to warm up to the house, to warm up to being outside of the city. I know a lot of people that live in the country or away from the city. They feel uncomfortable in the city. I'm somebody that's been in the city for most of my life. And when I first moved out here, I was scared. I was scared of the quiet. It's so quiet. My apartment was, well, it's a town called Hamtramck, but it was in downtown Detroit. And come here, Frank. Come on in here. Look, I will bribe you with treats I don't care. If people want to see you, they want to know why I named you after Frank Zappa and you're a girl. Well, that's just garbage. Here, I'm going to cheat, and I'm just going to show you guys a picture of her looking at me. I don't have a picture of that guy. So this is Thomas and Frank. You've already seen Thomas, but there's Frank looking up at me. So right here, she has a black spot right here. So her markings on her face look just like Frank Zappa's facial hair did with the goatee, right? It was very don't go live till we get this. But I'm already what? I don't know what she means. Well, okay, apparently I wasn't supposed to go live, but I am live, and I'm not going to stop being live because now I'm confused. So I hope that that's okay. Let me see if that's a problem. Why does it say I have a text message? I'm sure that this is really riveting viewing, right? I think I've got to be one of the most boring people to watch streaming. Because normally what I do on this channel is, thank you, I have very beautiful babies. Normally what I do on this channel is I talk about the troubled teen industry, and I do have some really exciting news in regards to the troubled teen industry, but I'm not going to talk. Thank you, Shannon. Well, I'm here for you too. Misha, she messaged me and she said not to go live until they got my links, but I'm hoping that that's not a problem. I'm just waiting to see if she responds to me. I hope it's not an issue, as I think maybe it's supposed to go live on the Village too. I'm not sure, because this is my first time streaming for our Village. And so how let's go back to my topic, right? Surviving family on Christmas. So if you have difficulty with your family, or a fractured family, divorced family, where you've got to go, to like 3 different places, or if say you're in a couple and both of you have divorced parents, and then there's like 4 places that you have to go for Christmas. That can be really frustrating. That's why I advocate for spending Christmas alone. And we do our Christmas on Christmas Eve because my niece has to go and be with her dad and his family on Christmas, which is fair. So she'll be with my sister till tomorrow morning, and then tomorrow morning after they do their at-home opening of gifts, then she'll go to her dad's afterwards for the day. But I really enjoy just being by myself and doing whatever I want to do. If I want to paint something, if I want to do a collage, if I want to write, if I want to sing, if I want to create some content here, it feels good, actually. I have to say, my ADD brain is going all over the place. It feels good to stream again. It really does. I'm happy to be streaming. I know I'm not necessarily whatever. I think we were just supposed to pick topics. It doesn't really matter. But I want to talk about my relationship with my dad falling apart. It bothers me. It makes me really sad for a few reasons. Some of you know that I was working with him, and that didn't go well. I had an episode and I didn't make it into work, and for 2 days straight. And so he considered it a no call, no show. And it was technically, I quit. And I haven't heard from him since. I texted him on Thanksgiving because I felt for myself that I needed to do that, and I did. He responded, but all he said was thank you. Didn't wish me a happy Thanksgiving back. And I've made a decision that I'm not going to text him tomorrow, because I have decided this year, much earlier this year, but I'm continuing to put it into practice. I'm not begging anyone to care about me, to love me. I'm not chasing anybody. I'm not. I'm done. I'm done. I love my dad with all my heart. I miss him every single day. He made a decision. He didn't want to be in my life. That's his decision. That's for him to deal with. I've dealt with my feelings on it, and it is what it is. Do I miss him? Yeah. Does he know I moved? Nope. He has no idea where I live. I'm not hiding it, but I haven't talked to him. And honestly, I never saw him on Christmas anyway since I moved home, because I don't have a good relationship with his wife. and do not enjoy going to their home. So I didn't, the last 6 years that I've been home, I didn't go see him on Christmas anyways. I would see him on Father's Day and his birthday. I used to see him on Thanksgiving, and then we had a really bad Thanksgiving at his house. And that's when I stopped going to his house. So surviving your family on Christmas is something that I could probably write a book about, really. Of course, I think that my suggestions to people would be just to blow it off, because I did it for years. I don't know if that's good or not, but it worked for me. It kept me sane. It kept me alive. It kept me going. Don't hold your breath, babe. Don't hold your breath. He might. Who knows? I don't know. Look, we'll see what happens tomorrow, right? If he does, that's great. But I've made a decision that I'm not going to chase him. So I'm not texting him tomorrow. It's not going to be easy not to text him tomorrow, but what's the question mark? Hang on a second. Sorry. It's kind of hard when you're message texting with somebody and then they just send you a question mark. So I get a little confused. And I am doing what's right for me. Oh. Hang on. Promise? I think I'm grounded. Yes. That's fantastic news. So now I won't even think about going out and door dashing tomorrow. As I had considered it, but I don't think I'm going to do it. Thomas, what's wrong with you? Really, what's wrong? Thomas is screaming at me. I don't know what his problem is. But apparently the family that I have to survive this Christmas is Thomas. Yeah, of course I want for you though. Oh, that's no problem. Okay. So anyways, I'm sorry. I was talking to my friend Ned. She's kind of in charge of this whole village thing. And she's at 12 o'clock when I finish up, she's going to be doing some cool AI stuff. She's like an AI ace. And I would really, what did I do? Well, I guess I started my stream, I think before they, oh, see, there's the village. See, there it is. So I started my stream before the village, I think got my links, but it's okay. I'm more than happy to be grounded. Ground me. I will stay home. You don't have to tell me twice. In fact, I should probably be grounded to have to leave the house. Hello, Misha. Happy to have you here and on my other screen. But yeah, I'm very. So yeah, Jamie, the village, that's Misha. Misha, that's Jamie, my friend from Canada. I'm not even sure who all's still here. I know Jamie, Shannon, and you were here. We may still have our clown magnet with us. We may have Gizmo the dog with us. We may have I don't know. Nadia might be here. We might have a troll. I wouldn't be surprised if we had a troll. And if we do have a troll, Merry fucking Christmas. Go away. Anywho, so this was my Christmas card from my mom and my bonus dad, and even the back is very cool. And then it's got the lyrics to "Oh Come All You Faithful," which I already know, but I'm not singing it. It is beautiful, right? She always gets the most beautiful cards, and I just love it. Ooh. Uh-oh. Oh, Wow, I'm having a hard time standing up. We can't have Princess Leia be crooked. Oh, good. You're good. I know it's so good to be live, and I'm really happy that I signed up for this because now this is going to motivate me to start doing live because I have a lot of really great. Yes, you guys have met before. Oh, did you scare Nadia off? That's okay. Did you? Oh, darn it. So I do have some TTI news. I'm not going to break it here because this is not about me and my channel, but I'm going to be doing a video because we passed a law. And the law, or the bill, not a law yet, but we got a bill through Congress, through the Senate and the House, and we are just waiting for the president's signature. The bill is on his desk waiting. So be nice to Jane. She's been taking a lot of grief lately, man. People have been just mean to her, and I'm not having it. I am not having it. She's literally, I think, the nicest person that I know, and she's never hurt anybody or done anything bad to anybody. But boy, is she getting treated like she has. And I could play you Hallelujah with my ukulele. But I know, congrats, right? We're super, super excited. Everybody at 1111 Media Impact that was involved. I've only been involved in it the last 2 years, to be fair. Paris and Caroline and Chelsea and Rebecca have all been working on this for 4 years now. But I have been involved for... Oh, I'm not talking about you. You can pick on Jamie all you want to. I pick on her all the time. But, that's lovingly teasing somebody. It's a lot different than, making a fake account and pretending to be Jamie and going into people's lives chats and making a complete mess, right? So, but yeah, so I will be, stay tuned. I'm going to be doing a video after Christmas about the Stop Institutional Child Abuse Act, how it was passed unanimously through the Senate and it was passed through the House. We're going to talk about the 33 representatives who voted against it. And we're going to have some fun with that because I have some suggestions. Oh, yeah. Did I? Yeah. Let me find the village. Do I even know it? The Village. No, that's a movie. You know what, Shannon? I'm gonna make you a mod. So, yeah, 33 representatives in the House voted against it. I'm going to go to my other channel, Shannon. I'm gonna make you a mod so that you can do it because I don't have it. Marka, or as my my sweet friend / adopted daughter Jenna says, America, fuck yeah. Okay, hang on. There we go. Okay. Now let me add it. Okay, Shannon, you're a mod now. Could you go ahead and put the link in for the village for everybody? Because it never even entered my mind. Oh, really? Okay. All right. Sorry. I forgot that I'm on my Between the Cracks. I think I accidentally forgot to. Don't mind me. Okay. Okay. Why didn't I just noticed that TLB is live. So we're competing with him. All right, did that come up as a link? Hopefully it did. But yeah. Oh, look, there I am. Here, let me get subscribed. Okay. So what did everybody think about the drones? Maybe went away on Christmas. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. Hey, I have an idea. Just for fun. Let's just have some fun. This one. Sorry. I saw this, decided that I wanted to.
In the wilderness, fearless and human.
I got it. I'm sorry. I just thought it'd be fun to look at Johnny Depp for a minute. Don't worry, Shannon. I already put the link in. I can't tell if it's clickable through StreamYard. I guess if I pull my live stream up, I can look and see if it did come up or not. Oh, look. Oh, my God. That's an old video of me. Right? I mean, whatever. We can do whatever we want to on our streams, right? So I just happened to see Johnny Depp, and I was like, oh, good. It did come up as a link. Very good. I was like, ooh, Johnny Depp. Yeah, I'll check him out for a minute. No problem. Why not? Woo! That's a good-looking man right there. So we do actually have several people streaming right now, which I think is pretty awesome. And I don't consider myself to be competing with anybody whatsoever. I have my friends that I knew that would come and hang out for a little bit with me while we just keep each other company, because that's what we do. We like to make sure that nobody is alone. I mean, even if you're alone at home, like me, I'm home alone a lot. I don't mind, though. I'm kind of one of those weird people that doesn't mind being alone. Your birthday twinsies, eh? So you're a Gemini, too? I'm barely a Gemini. I'm a Gemini Cancer cusp. My birthday is June 20th, so I'm like on the verge. But I think I stopped being a Gemini a long time ago, and I'm kind of more Cancer-y now. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I just know as I've gotten older, being alone, and I think it's something to, I don't know. I know that I was an only child for 14 years, so I was alone a lot. And because I was alone, Gemini unite. Yes, and that's a really great point. You can feel completely alone in a whole room full of people, right? I mean, it doesn't, you can feel more. Oh, that's okay. Don't worry about it. I'm not worried about it. So our clown magnet here, let's highlight this because I like this comment. Sometimes you can be around others and still feel alone because of holiday blues. This is important, what you all are doing. Thank you. It wasn't my idea. It was Mish's idea. And I'm really grateful to my friends from my friends who I met over the last 14 months or so. 6/9. Is that his birthday? I didn't know if it, I don't know why I thought it was the 7th, but I knew it was in June. He's staring at me on the other screen. Johnny Depp is just like, hey, I'm so sexy. And I'm like, yeah, you are very sexy, man. So what was I talking about? Right. So nobody has to be alone unless they want to be. And so because I was an only child, I was alone a lot. And as I grew older, I believe that it became something that I had to turn it into something different than what it was, because I always was so lonely as a child. So as I got older, like I found comfort in being alone, because you kind of have to take something and I mean, I have to, but if you want to survive, you take something and you make something good out of it. So I ended up really kind of embracing the whole being alone thing and crave it. So whenever I've been in a relationship, I have to have my own space. I have to be alone sometimes. My motto used to always be, oops, that's the wrong one. My motto used to be always alone, always lonely, never alone. Yeah. Thank you. It is all of us coming together to build a village. It is one of the most important things I have ever been a part of, and I'm so thankful. Well, we're thankful for you too. We may technically have gotten the idea of a community elsewhere, but we have taken it and turned it into something positive and inclusive and about all of us, not just one of us. And I think that that's beautiful. So anybody who is alone and they're feeling down or they're feeling in the dumps, and you're not alone. And anybody who sees this and you notice the village, check out in the comments, I put a link to the village so you can go directly to that channel, and it streams all of our streams, and it is going 48 hours total. And I'm honored to be a part of it, even though I'm probably I'm on the silly end of the village spectrum. Thank you. I had no idea what's going to come of it, but I'm proud to be a part of it. I am definitely proud. And the interesting thing for me is that all of the people that I know that are, oh my gosh, you guys. And we have the premiere of Frankie Beans. Hey, Frank, say something to the crowd. I'm scared. My heart is pounding. This is my little girl, Frankie the Beans. Look, it's okay. So you see her chin? I hate you right now, Mama. So that's why she's named after Frank Zappa, because that's my girl. She finally made an appearance. I'm so happy she did it on Christmas. That's fantastic. So that's the Beans. That's Frank. Finally, after a year of streaming, and having to move to a new home, I got her on a stream, and I think it's phenomenal. So the being alone thing. It just doesn't bother me. Actually, no, I have to wait until tomorrow to talk about that, don't I? I am too. I forgot how comfortable I feel in front of the camera. That I mean, you could tell I don't feel completely comfortable in front of the camera, because basically all I do is I stare at my own damn face, and that's not good for me. If I stare at my face, I'm going to be like, look, my line here looks like this, and my hair is all blah, blah, and my glasses, I'll pick myself to bits, but let's not do that tonight. Let's see, maybe down the line, but for now, myself and others are still dealing with a lot of trauma from ongoing abuses of another community. But I am happy for others who can move on. Let me tell you, sweetheart, the people that are in here and in the village are also still recovering from the abuses of another community. I'm going to say thank you, Jamie. I'm trying to just accept compliments. It's very difficult for me to do that. But thank you. But yes, some of us are dealing with the outcome of abuses and trauma and drama and garbage from another community, and then some of us are dealing with trauma and drama and abuses from yet another community. And I just, you know what, I'll tell you what, if you would have told me last fall, it's in 2023, that I was going to go through so much BS with people being awful and not being who they say they are, or just turning on a dime and you think that they're your friend, and then the next thing you know, they're not. I would have been like, well, I will never do that. However, I have a caveat to that statement. The friends that I have made in the two communities, that they're actually kind of parallel, because kind of everybody kind of came together from Aaron Smith Levin's channel. I don't watch him anymore. I have nothing to say good or bad about him. I don't care. But I was introduced to the protester community and to a different community, and they kind of both turned out to be kind of just like humans in life, just a big old freaking mess. What do we got here? Many of us are as well. Yes, we wanted a place that doesn't allow ugly, no cultist tendencies, no judgment, all different, tons of opinions, interests. Yes, that is exactly what the, if there were a mission statement for the village, which there's not because it's a community, it would be, we just want a place where everybody can just authentically 100% be themselves. And that's what I was saying before, that so many of us do different. Everybody does something different on their channel. My friend Mac, she deals with, she discusses SA as an SA survivor. She's also an attorney. We have people that just all at any kind of, our friend blessed to crochet, Mary, she crochets, and we just have a great wealth of people who do all different things, but we're coming together, and we're not getting caught up in the BS, and we're not getting caught up in the, well, you were mean to me on this day at this thing, or or somebody trying to use their platform to get chicks. No, none of that is happening. And honestly, I'm really kind of grateful. I would have preferred to skip the whole drama, but I'm really grateful for the friends that I've made. And you all know who you are. Some of you, some of the most important ones of you are in this chat. I know Mac's not in the chat because she is an early to sleep person. Well, you know what? I'm glad you're here. I'm really proud of you for coming into the chat. I know that it's something that you have been avoiding, right? But thank you for showing up for me. It means everything. I'm not suggesting or asking for you to go into any other live stream or any other chat. You showed up for me. And I love you. I love all of you. You all mean everything to me. I wouldn't trade the friends that I got to have not gone through the BS that I went through. Wow. Yes. Our village. I'm the village idiot. I'm just going to put that out there. And don't anybody say, don't say bad things about yourself, because y'all know I'm a joker. But let me tell you something about our Ned. Misha. This woman will run herself ragged to do for others. So putting together this village and me showing up tonight and me showing up in the morning to do an hour here and there means everything to me, because this woman puts her heart and soul into every single thing that she does. And I couldn't be more thankful for you, Ned. I love you. I appreciate you. It was super good to talk to you last night. I'm sorry that we didn't talk for longer, but you got me streaming again. And that's a really big deal, because I missed this, and what I'm doing is important, and I need to get back to it. And I can't let other people's bullshit keep me from my path. So this has really been yes, we are sending love to everybody who's struggling today, and people who struggle any day, every day. Today is really tough, and people don't really pay attention, and they don't realize that this is the hardest time of year for people. We lose the most amount of people during this week every year. So if we can be of service to give an hour of ourselves here and there to show up for 3 people. You know what? I've got 3 people in here, but you know something? I don't care. I don't care. I'm talking to 3 people that I care about, who care about me, and I know that, and I know that I'm never alone, because I can reach any of you at any time and you'll be there in an instant. And it's been like that for over a year. And I know, honey, I missed you too. I missed you too. I had to take a little time away. The move was very stressful. And the months before the move was also pretty stressful. I had Heather living in my apartment. I love Heather. I just didn't feel comfortable having somebody in my space while I'm doing this. This is an important thing. Last time I saw my mom was Christmas, but people were worried what name I'm using. It's heartbreaking. Why don't we sit on that for a minute and just think about that? I don't care what name you're using. I know who my mods are, okay, because I set my mods. So it doesn't matter what name you're using, okay? I know you. It doesn't matter. You're doing what's best for you, and I want you to keep doing that. Okay? I am going to keep showing up here. I am going to continue my stream. I am going to do my Christmas morning stream tomorrow, which is spending Christmas alone, but I won't be. But I'm going to share, little secrets and tips and tricks on how to kind of make it fun if you are alone, and then plus, just so you know, you won't be alone. I mean, at least for the hour. But then again, if you go to the village, you can check it out, because there'll be somebody going at all times throughout the day, throughout the night tonight, throughout the day tomorrow. The spaces are going to be filled. And then starting Sunday, I am going to start doing my content again. I will be covering everything that's been going on in the troubled teen industry that I've missed reporting on, and explaining, no, stop. Listen, I don't want you to apologize. And it is about you. It's about all of us. Okay. Because it's not about me. I mean, obviously it kind of has to be partly about me, right? Because I'm the one sitting here talking, but it's about you too. This is a safe, comforting, and supportive space. And I want to know if you're in a dark place, I'm here for you. I got you. I'm 100% here for you. Okay. So you can reach out to me. We can talk. My hour is actually up, so I have to go because I know that Mitch is going to be doing an AI. I don't know if it's a tutorial or are you still here? Did you go? Anyways, so Mitch is going to be doing an AI. I'm probably going to be sticking around and helping her with that. But I'm glad we all came together too, Jamie. And no, you're not. I'm very confused. Okay. My live didn't start until I have to do another live. I have to do another hour. God. I just barely made it through this hour. All right. What do we want to talk about now? Welcome to my stream that's been going on for an hour. Shit. You guys want to watch me build an over the sink dish drainer? Or, I mean, we could just look at, hot men on YouTube. I don't care. Surviving Life Part 2. Yes. Hi, welcome. This is about me. I needed here. So this is Misha's explanation. This is about me. I needed our village this year, this time. I last spoke to my kiddo Christmas Eve 2022. She was killed on the 26th of December in 2022. We all have hurts, but now we have each other to be here together. Because I thought because you had to do everything in Central Time and it screwed me up. So whatever, we're getting a 2 hour between the cracks. Apparently, I can do this. I could talk for another hour. Oh, he's still going. Okay. Sorry, I'm just looking at. I was just looking to see if there was anything fun or cute. Oh, I know what I could show you guys. You guys want to see Paris's speech the night before the House vote? Let's do that. I mean, whatever. This is my okay.
Good afternoon, and thank you so much for being here today. This week, we have a chance to take a monumental step forward to protect our children and make history. For years, I carried the pain of my experience in silence. As a teenager of this industry, they truly believed they were sending me to an emotional growth boarding school that would help me. But instead, I was sent to facilities that caused unimaginable harm. I endured abuse no child should ever face. Abuse that was physical, sexual, emotional, and profoundly isolating. Like so many others, I was told to stay quiet, that no one would believe me, and that my voice didn't matter. This is the heartbreaking reality for families who are preyed upon and misled by this industry's deceptive marketing. But I've since learned that my voice does matter, and now I refuse to stay silent. Why? Because over 200,000 foster youth and kids with disabilities across the country are being traumatized in the name of treatment. Hundreds of young girls and boys have died, including over 20 just since I've been working on this legislation. Some suffocated by staff members who restrained them until they couldn't breathe. Others from medical neglect. Because too many children are being sexually assaulted in the middle of the night by the people entrusted with their care. Because babies are growing up in sterile facilities, isolated from anyone who knows or loves them. To the residential treatment industry, if you are so afraid of transparency, then what are you hiding? When the Senate unanimously passed the Stop Institutional Child Abuse last week, it sent a powerful message. Protecting children is something that we can all agree on. I want to thank Senators Merkley, Cornyn, and Tuberville for their leadership and commitment to this fight. Your courage and dedication have brought us to this critical moment, and I'm so grateful for your efforts. When I learned that we only had 1 week to pass this bill in the House of Representatives, I dropped everything to be here with Congressman Khanna and Congressman Carter. I would never forgive myself if I didn't show up and fight to be the hero that I needed when I was a little girl trapped in those facilities. My dream is for this bill to pass Congress this week. And my mission to end institutional child abuse is my purpose in life. The House of Representatives now has the power to take my hope and turn it into action. You have the chance to pass a law that will bring vital transparency to the $23 billion a year youth residential treatment industry, or to allow these facilities to continue operating in the shadows. Make no mistake, delaying this bill means knowingly leaving children in harm's way. I want to thank House Majority Leader Steve Scalise and Speaker Johnson for their leadership. You have the power to make history and save lives by bringing this bill to a vote. Help us ensure that facilities meant to care for children do exactly that. Care for them, not harm them. To the survivors, I see you, I hear you, and I promise you that I will never stop fighting for you. Your courage and strength are the reason that we're here today, and you inspire me every day to keep going. To my family, thank you for standing by me and for always supporting my impact work. It means the world to me. And to my son, Phoenix, who is here with me today. There he is. You are my world, my why, and every time I look at you, I feel an even greater responsibility to create a world where every child is safe. My children will grow up knowing that their mom fought to make the world a better place for them and for every child. This is a moment for the House to choose action over complicity. Let's show the world that we believe every child matters, that their lives and well-being matter, and that their stories matter. Thank you. I really hope and pray that everyone does the right thing.
So I apologize for those just coming in. That was Paris Hilton's. Oh God, no, that's me. Why am I on? That was Paris Hilton's press conference last week, the night before the House votes, and on the Stop Institutional Child Abuse Act, which is the bill that I have been fervently behind and lobbying for and whatever. But I noticed that a bunch of people came from the last stream because I don't know how to tell time. And I thought that I was signed up for 10 p.m. Central and whatever. Anyways, Merry Christmas. Welcome to Between the Cracks. I have been away for many months, but the village and Misha and everybody involved, Shannon, Jimena, Ben, Kim, Crystal, I don't know who everybody is awesome that's a part of this. So I actually get to be the first stream East Coast on Christmas. So we're getting a bonus like 2 hour long Between the Cracks live stream. I guess because I've been away so long, I inadvertently punished myself to talk for 2 hours. I had a 7. Hi, Steve-O. It's so good to see you. It was good to see you. Yes, was it yesterday? My brain is mush. But I just want to welcome everybody who's coming in from the last stream. Thank you so much. Welcome to Between the Cracks. And on East Coast time, I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. Is anybody, am I echoing? Is it bad? Why am I echoing? That's not good. Let me close my YouTube. Is that better? Stitching is it better? Am I still echoing? Oh, God. Wow, I am a flake tonight. Goodness. Oh, hi, Echo. Nice to meet you. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. So, anyways, welcome to the second hour between the cracks. I am Jen Marie, your host. Normally, I talk about issues pertaining to the troubled teen industry as a survivor. However, today, this is just all about being a community and not being alone. So I am going to do my best to entertain you for an hour. I just don't know what I'm going to do. It's nice to meet you too. Thank you so much for checking out my channel. If you don't mind liking the live, I would appreciate that. If you want to subscribe. If my content is not something that you're interested in, don't worry about it. Because right now, this is just about being here and showing up for each other. And that's really all that matters. And I was starting to talk a little bit, and I apologize to everybody who's already been here an hour, but I was starting to talk a little bit about surviving Christmas with your family. As a child of divorce, I always found Christmas to be incredibly difficult, and I didn't do well. Yeah, Barbie, I hope that you're enjoying your Christmas. I miss you. It's really good to see you. Thank you for visiting my no longer stagnant channel. I'm really happy to be back. I definitely have Misha to thank for that, and I'm really grateful. And so I had a wonderful Christmas with my mom and stepdad and my sister and my niece. It was lovely. We went out to eat at a really nice restaurant and then went home and exchanged gifts. And it was really fun. And then I went and spent some time next door with my best friend Heather and came home in time to do my stream an hour early because this brain does a lot of things, but math is not one of them. And yes, time is numbers, so it's still math because the village was set up on Central Time. So when I signed up for my slots, I feel really silly. I have to laugh. It's really actually pretty darn funny to me that I started streaming at 11 and I wasn't supposed to start streaming until 12, but that's okay. You got a big dinner tomorrow, Barbie? That sounds exciting. Are you preparing it or are you going somewhere? You know what? If people want to skip Christmas, I'm all for it. I skipped Christmas many a year because I couldn't handle my relatives. It's my pleasure, Adrian. It's my honor to be here. You know, if I can make people laugh, if I can hear you out, if I can say, oh, sweet, everybody's coming to you. Well, make them clean up. If you're, hey, Red, it's good to see you. I'm super happy. Hibernating is really good. I think that hibernating is good. My mom got me a new heated blanket because the one that I did have where, in heated blankets where the cord goes into the blanket at my old apartment, it fried and I was devastated, right? Like, oh no. So my mom got me a new heated blanket and I'm super excited to get it out of the package when we're done here and bundle myself up, and I'm going to watch It's a Wonderful Life. I suggest if anyone's going to watch It's a Wonderful Life tonight or tomorrow, don't watch it on Amazon Prime because they edited it. Okay, edited is not a very easy word to say, but they edited it. Edited. I'm not like high or anything. I'm just feeling goofy. I haven't been in front of the camera in a while. I'm an hour and 15 minutes into it, and I'm starting to warm up. I'm starting to feel a little bit better about myself and my stories. So yes, heated blankets are amazing. So I can stop using my heating pads so much, because heating pads are good, but using them constantly is definitely not a good idea. So I'm going to break out the new heated blankets. And for everybody joining, I'm really sorry, but you missed the premiere of my little girl cat, Frank. She, for the first time in a year that I've had this channel, made an appearance. And it's super exciting. Thomas is usually all over the place in here, but he's very, oh God, Jamie, you know what? I'm going to have to get you one and send it to you, or you can get one, whatever. You need a heated blanket, because I know it gets cold in Canada. I definitely highly recommend heated blankets. My disco ball is in the bedroom right now, in the window, because the cats like to chase the light. But I noticed that the sunshine doesn't go in directly to my bedroom, so I will be hanging it from the ceiling. As you can see, the office is a disastrous mess right now. I'm still placing everything. I'm still getting myself. It's only been about 6 or 7 weeks that I've been here, and I've been working a lot, and I haven't really. So my apartment where I used to live, where you would see me before, I lived there for 5 years. And for anyone who doesn't know, I'm a bit of a gypsy. And that apartment, I lived there longer than I've lived anywhere in all of my life. So it's been a bit of a bittersweet move. I'm really happy because now I'm in my own house and I'm on a lake, and it's really beautiful. Thank you. Yeah, so this is fun. So this right here, everything on that, all the black, all the continents is chalkboard. So you can write on all of that. And I had a chalkboard wall at my apartment, so I have chalk. And then in this place, there's a pocket door between my office and my kitchen. And when I closed it, I saw that it's a chalkboard door. So I'm super excited that I have a chalkboard here too. But I've had to downsize. I've been having to get rid of some things. So some of the stuff you see over there is going to donations. I just haven't. Wait, who hasn't? You haven't. Oh yeah, Adrian. I'm telling you, a heated blanket. Definitely, it does feel good on the legs. It feels really good on the legs for people like myself. I have fibromyalgia. So, oh yeah. Well, come on. Everybody wants to see you. Come here. Hang on. Promise with you. You're right. So here's the famous Thomas Jerome. Say hi, everybody. Hi. So everybody's doing really good. But I have fibromyalgia, and I find that the heated blanket it's so great because it covers so much more of your body than a heating pad does, even if you get one of those extra large ones. Isn't he a handsome boy? Yeah. That's my sweet. I named him Thomas Jerome Newton. I'm a huge David Bowie fan, and I named him Thomas Jerome Newton because that was David Bowie's character's name in his first film, The Man Who Fell to Earth. So I call Thomas the cat who fell to earth. He's Mr. Destructo, I like to call him. And I just want you to know, for crying out loud, I'm really, so over this shoulder here, right here, you will see my friend Steve Molesky. Steve is always with us. This is our first Christmas without Steve. He passed away in March of this year. Some of you know him. Most of you don't. But that's my brother, Steve. So he's always over my shoulder. I just wanted to take a minute. Honey, could you, and I don't know if you guys can actually see my flamingo, my famous flamingo right there. Yes, that's what Steve looked like. That was before he got sick. Vicky gave me that as a gift, and I promised myself that I would always have him visible whenever I'm live, because he was, so supportive, a great fan of my idea for my channel. He had wanted to do a channel of his own. Steve was an amazing human being. And do you have to kiss me while I'm talking? And he deserves to be celebrated every day. Pie for Steve. Pie for Steve all day. Seventh nose, don't you, Steve-O? That's our other Steve right there. They were really, really good friends. And he was just a light. He was a light. He was the most alive person that I knew. And he had congested heart failure, But man, you can sleep with it. Jamie, who said you can't? I sleep with mine. With my heated blanket. No, I sleep with it. But yeah, Steve was a light. He absolutely was a light, and he deserves to be celebrated. I spoke to his wife, Vicky, last night. The family is doing very well. It's a bittersweet holiday because it's the first Christmas without him, but they are doing very well. I keep in touch with her regular. She's a sister to me. The boys are like nephews to me. Her parents are family. And I just, be cautious if you're not around it, basically. Like a space heater, consider it like a heating pad or a space heater. Just be mindful, especially if you have old wiring. That could be a problem. But yeah, yes, Christmas is a very tough time in and of itself. Some of us in here were together all of last December, almost every day, right, Steve-O? I believe at least once a day, sometimes twice a day. But we've since moved on, and we're building our own community, one full of love and acceptance. And that's what we're doing here. We're here to support each other. And see, Stitching sleeps with a heated blanket. And it does. Yes, they do. I believe that some of them just like my heating pad. So, really? Are you going to entertain them for a while? This is what Thomas does. You should see when I'm doing Zoom meetings with with my fellow nonprofit friends. Thomas is a star, I think. That's why he's got his own Instagram channel. Well, he and Frank have an Instagram channel, but I kind of abandoned that a while ago. Yes, he is. You know what? We're gonna highlight this, because Steve Mamusky is a living legend, even though he's dead. Because he's not. Let me tell you something. When I was on the stream on Shannon's test stream with her and Ben, I was doing it on my phone, and I had the stream going on my television, but I had it muted. And all of a sudden, for no reason, I didn't have the remote. This is no joke. I didn't have the remote control anywhere near me. The cats weren't stepping on it, nothing. And I was talking about something, and the television unmuted itself. The night before that, I have these battery operated candles, and the remote control for the candles is in the drawer of the table next to my TV. They just turned on all on their own. And I was talking to Vicky last night and telling her about that, and she was like, oh yeah, their son Tanner has a figurine in his bedroom, and it was on the shelf, and it like just like flew across the room. He's been messing with Vicky's mom with this t-shirt that he used to wear all the time because she makes pillows out of his t-shirts. I have a beautiful one, a red t-shirt pillow that Vicky's mom made for me. And I was really grateful that it wasn't dirty or anything, but it was worn. It wasn't clean. It had his smell on it, and it smelled like him for a really, really long time. And when I see her, she's gonna spray his cologne on it for me so that I get a refresh of Steve's scent. I think that one of the main reasons that I wanted to be a part of the Village 48 Hours of Christmas is because last year, when Steve started to get really sick in the winter of last year, I lived in downtown Detroit, and he lived an hour and a half away from Detroit. The family lives an hour and a half away from Detroit. And so it was very difficult for his family to, yeah, it is a brilliant idea, right? To make cushions and pillows and stuff like that. I think it's a fantastic idea. It's a great way to honor him. Steve had been a bigger man when he was younger, so his t-shirts were big. So there's definitely plenty to go around. And what was I saying, Thomas? You're very distracting, buddy. Sorry. This is a PG-14 show, Thomas. I don't want you to show your butthole to everybody. Right now I completely forgot what I was talking about. Oh, Steve. So I was a part of a community, and Steve was an integral. Did you stop fighting me? Was an integral part of that community. The hospital that he went to was downtown Detroit, and it was like Kristen, Melinda. Oh my gosh, I miss you. It's so good to see you. Hi. I was just telling the story of how I met Steve Molesky. Thomas is doing everything he can to make it the Thomas show, but now he just jumped off the desk. So we had there was a call to action technically. So I had become a part of this community, and one of the former members of this community was at one time very, really good friends with Steve. She's like, hey, I have this really good idea. Hear me out. You live downtown. Steve's in the hospital downtown. He's always alone because his family lives so far away. Do you think that you could talk to him on the phone and see if you guys get along, outside of chat? And then maybe you could spend time with him. And I was like, absolutely. So I did. And we were instant friends, just like instant friends. And it was amazing. And so I went up to the hospital the first time. That would have been November of 23. And Steve was in the hospital a lot between November and March when he passed. And I was there with him. I was the surrogate body for his wife, Vicky. I'm very proud to have been. And that taught me something very special about showing up for people. So that was what made me want to sign up for a slot today and a slot tomorrow in the village. It just means so much to me because I gained a family by showing up for somebody that I didn't really know. And you know what? It changed me. It made me even better. And I think I was already a good person. And yeah, Steve was, you know what? This is what Kristen said right here. Steve was lovely. Let me get back to that. I'm babbling. Steve was lovely. I wish I'd gotten to know him better. And and a lot of people say that. And I can tell you that he loved everybody. I mean, he was just too good for this world, I guess. I don't know. but it changed me, and it made me realize that kindness, I already kind of led my life with kindness anyways, but Steve taught me to show up for people. So that's why I'm doing what I'm doing today and tomorrow. That's also why I started my channel to begin with, and why I'm going to pick back up with my channel. I do have regrets about taking so many months off, but I kind of needed some self-care. I couldn't just be doing that. I didn't hear the song earlier. I was still out, but I can go back and watch it, right, Misha? So Misha made a song for Steve, which is pretty awesome. Yeah, this is a really good point, that we sometimes don't even know the impact we're having on people's lives. And I agree. I agree with that, because I have found that I have impacted several people's lives in a positive way, and I had no idea. I just thought I was, just being me, Yeah, and to be fully fair, seventh son, Steve-O, he wrote the song, he started everything. They were thick as thieves. They were tight as hell. The Steves definitely had a bromance going on. And so I want to carry on that legacy, right? I want to carry on that legacy of being here for people and showing up and listening and paying attention to others and being a friend, right? You don't have to be able to see each other face to face every day to know that you're friends. I mean, unfortunately, we go through things that you kind of have to weed out the bad people to figure out the ones that you really do want to keep around you. And that is a lesson several of us in here have learned. And I don't see it as a blessing. I don't. It was all a real pain in the ass, but I'm grateful for the lessons that I've learned because of the friends that I've made. My friends are my family, chosen family. Yeah. Because I didn't have a good family life growing up at all. Nobody in my family understood me. Nobody in my family really accepted me for who I am authentically. And that was very lonely. But the family that I have been building for decades now, it turns out you all are pretty damn amazing. And I'm super grateful for every single one of my friends. Yeah, you guys did talk boxing. I'm not really into boxing. I can't even say that I am. I was into Mike Tyson back in the day when he started out. I thought that guy was amazing. But I don't know, as I got older, I just didn't like to watch people beating each other up. But I think that's a trauma thing for me. I've nothing against boxing. I just don't want to watch people hit each other. It's just not. Yeah, we did need to learn more about trusting folks and also being a little more discerning in who we trust, not just so easily giving trust to people who don't deserve it. We can be kind and we can be free, we can be open and we can be accepting, but it doesn't mean that we have to trust every single person that we come in contact with. We can still be kind. We don't have to trust them. We don't have to share our secrets with them, let them know about our lives, because some people just are really not worthy of that. They have poor intentions, bad intentions, and expectations versus assumptions versus actions. Yeah, that's also another really good point. You can be kind and friendly with people and not let them in your personal life, and then you have that. And then you have people that just want to watch the world burn. I don't want to watch the world burn. I want to watch the troubled teen industry burn. That's for sure. I would like to light the match, or at least be present when the match is lit. Yeah, I'm definitely down for that. But you know, we've got 11 people in here, which I think is phenomenal. And that means that 12 of us are not alone. We may be alone where we are. We might not be alone. It just depends, some of you might have partners, families, whatever. Excuse me. Sorry, Thomas is doing what Thomas does. But it's important to know that there are people here, and I am one of them, and I'm here for people. I'm here for you, and I'm here for me, because there's a little selfish, I think, in every selfless act that we do, because it does fulfill a need in ourselves when we do or give for others, right? It makes me feel good if oh no. I found out 30 minutes ago someone I know died of cirrhosis. I wasn't exceptionally close, but I spent some late nights trying to help them on the phone. I'm really sorry, Kristen. I'm really sorry. I've lost friends to cirrhosis, and it's a very sad, painful way to go. And I'm sending you my loving support, and I want you to know that you're a good friend. You're a good friend, and I'm sure that you did everything you could. Yeah, you did everything that you could. And no, you're not. Stop it. Please don't apologize. It's fresh, like you said. You're not hijacking anything. See, this is about all of us, right? We just went through. I swear to you, sir, I'm going to lock you in the bathroom. We had a moment with Clown Magnet was having a moment of difficulty, and we talked for a few minutes. Please don't even worry about it. You're not. Yeah, everybody here has a story, and you lost somebody, and it hurts because you invested time and care into that person, and that deserves to be acknowledged, and the loss deserves to be acknowledged, and the person deserves to be acknowledged, because if they died of cirrhosis, I'm not assuming, I'm guessing that they may have had issues with alcoholism, and that's pretty universal. I would be surprised if anyone in here didn't know somebody in their lives who struggled with alcohol addiction. And it's a devastating way to lose. Yeah. Okay. So it's sad. It's stop it. Seriously. Sir. Hey, cut it. He's just purring away while he's knocking stuff over. But we're here for you, Kristen. And like I said, I'm sending you loving support. If you need to talk, message me. I'm perfectly willing to talk to you. I'm definitely, and if you want to chat about it in here, that's definitely. Look, Thomas is here for you. We're here, and it's okay. And I'm sorry that you're. Please don't feel like a jerk, sweetie. You're not a jerk. So I just want to tell everybody else that my friend Kristen does karaoke on her channel, which I find to be a lot of fun. I've done some. I've got a couple friends in here who were there one night many months ago. I did a private karaoke session and sang a bunch of songs. And yeah, that was a lot of fun. But yeah, Jamie remembers we had a really good time. And it's funny because at the time I didn't think about, yeah, what if one of these people really isn't my friend and they record this and like use it against me? But I haven't seen anything, so I'm hoping that they didn't. I don't think that my voice is as bad as I think it is. So why are you, this cat, he's so happy here, you guys. It's the greatest thing. Like as soon as we moved in here, he was just like, oh, the windows. Ooh, a door. I can go outside. You know, I know you wouldn't, but I'm thinking about some of the people that were in there at the time that are no longer friends anymore, or actually never actually were, you know. But you know what? Let them put my singing face out there, and I could go ahead and say, well, thank you for promoting me. I appreciate it. And I'm glad that I live rent free in your head. I'm doing something right. You know what? I wanna highlight Kristen Melinda. You are welcome. And thank you. Thank you for trusting us enough to say something, to speak up. You know, it's Thomas, could you please? You know, it's important to be able to speak when you need it. Right? But you're welcome. And I'm so grateful that you popped into the stream. I really miss you. And I'm going to be around a lot more because I'm starting to realize I'm almost at 2 hours now, and I actually somehow am managing to get through it. But, you know, I have to think about it. How many people stream? How many people have you watched or still watch? I don't know. I don't want to make assumptions. But how many people have you watched that don't really talk about hardly anything, but they'll babble on for 2, 3, 4 hours, right? So I can find something to do between talking to you all in the chat and my Bozo the clown cat and my Christmas stories. And oh, here we go. This is really good. And what Barbie said, this is what community is all about, Kristen. So please don't apologize. That's not, I don't accept apologies that aren't necessary. The best part about karma is that no one ever has to do anything. The truth always comes into play, and karma will kick the asses of those bad people on its own. Facts. You know, because anything negative or bad that you put out there, it's coming back at you threefold. I fully believe that. I fully believe in karma. You can call it karma. You can call it, you know, and for our spiritual and our religious friends, you know, there's a word for it in every religion, and there's a word for it in, you know, karma in itself. Yeah. I'm not going to say his name because I'm not giving him anything, but yeah, look what happened to him. It's called FAFO. So mess around and find out. And karma's going to bite you in the ass. That's all. You know, it's funny when I remember when I was young, I used to be, when I was in my teens and 20s, I was very angry because of my, you know, I get really sick of saying things like, dude, because of my trauma. Look at my trauma. But you know what? It's just a fact. It's just a fact of life. And because of my childhood trauma, because of my years in the troubled teen industry, I had a really difficult time. So I was really angry because once I came out of these programs, nobody even talked about it. Like they just expected me to just come home and go back to living a normal life. And that was impossible. So I was a very angry young person. So one of my favorite things to say was karma's a bitch and so am I, you know. And you know, I had a nickname back in my late teens and into my 20s, and that was Machete, because I have a very vicious tongue and I'm really quick-witted with the one-line comebacks, and I was so mean, not in a bullying way. I was hiding behind layer upon layer upon layer of defensive walls because I couldn't, my fragile soul couldn't handle being hurt. So I just built these walls around me because I couldn't be hurt. So most of my friends that I met during that period of time would say, I thought you were such a bitch when I met you. And I was like, yeah, I hear that all the time. And it probably has something to do with the fact that I think that I'm one of the OG resting bitch faces. This doesn't come through as much as it used to when I was a kid, or I mean when I was young. I used to be able to hold a quarter in here, and I called it my bitch meter. I used to hold a quarter in that. That was a lot of fun at parties. I wouldn't say that I was a partier. I was more of a number, you know. I don't know, but yeah, I was definitely a very angry young person. You have that face too. See, I mean, it's universal. You know what? You can't judge a book by its cover, right? And oddly enough, I found that with age, most of the wrinkles that I had were like this one and up here. Those are all gone. And I think I look pretty stinking good for a 54-year-old woman who's never had any work done. But I'm starting to really embrace me and love me. And if my babbling on and on about silly stuff can help any other person realize how not in person. Well, okay, maybe, I mean, it's not so bad. You know, I have this really great skincare regimen. I'm kidding. I don't have a skincare regimen at all. I wash my face with an exfoliator when I shower with one of those battery operated revolving brushes, and I use moisturizer. I don't use it. I just thought it'd be really funny to say I've got this great skincare regimen. No, I don't. I don't have a great skincare regimen. I'm not big on makeup. I don't do a whole lot to my, I mean, this is what I look like. This is what I went out. Where's my shirt crooked? Oh, this is what I went out to dinner and my family Christmas in my Fleetwood Mac shirt, my gray jeans and my yellow sweater, because I make my own rules and I don't care. I'm over 50. What happens when you turn 50? If you're not 50 yet, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. When you turn 50, you lose all of your fucks. And I'm sorry for anybody who doesn't like the swears. I'm trying not to really swear too much out of respect for some of our friends. But who's your favorite band? We need your skin. I told you, my skincare routine, you can start it at 40. Let's just start it at 40. Just leave all of your F's. Leave all of your F's behind, because I do not care. I just don't. And it's an amazing feeling. It's the most liberating. Okay, so you turned 54 in August. I turned 54 in June. The only time that I was really upset was on my 50th birthday, was during the COVID lockdown. And I wanted to have a big, fat 1920s speakeasy, crazy, fun dress in all the 20s garb party. And then COVID said, yeah, right. Yeah, you know what, baby? Age ain't nothing but a number. Oh, you know, I mean, okay. I'm having a hard time just realizing that I'm going to double nickels in June. Like, my brain is like, wait, I'm still 22. What do you mean? What? I don't want to be, what? Yes, the roaring 20s. Now these Roaring 20s suck, but it sure seemed like the original Roaring 20s were amazing. Barbie's been 49 more than a few times. Oh, happy birthday again. Your birthday was yesterday. Happy birthday. Oh, no, you don't, because that would have been the 23rd. See, I don't know the date. I don't know what time it is. Yeah, Kristen. No, Kristen can't. She shouldn't have to. Yeah, get him out. Get him out, Ned. Get rid of all your F's. Let's go into 2025 with no F's given. How about that? I think that's a really good. Oh, yes. See, yesterday was the 23rd. Happy birthday, Barbie. I hope that it was good. But yeah, let's just ring in. I didn't, you know what? It's the funny thing about me. Yeah, I don't get caught up in the age thing. I mean, unless it's dating, I'm not dating a guy in his 20s or 30s, because if I can be your mother, I'm not going to be your girl, because that just is not something I can do. I don't judge anybody. Yeah. Oh, am I done? Am I done? Because I'm on a roll, Mish. I'm on a roll now. I'm having fun. But yeah, I can come on your live. Are you sure you want me to come on your live now that I'm all like slap happy and goofy? I want to send our loving support to our sweet Kristen Melinda and our clown magnet. I love you. I want to say a big thank you to Seventh Son, Steve-O, and Misha / Ned at the village. I want to thank all of you guys for coming here. And I do want to wish Barbie a belated birthday. And I thank all of you for sticking with me and for popping in and seeing the whole nothing burger that I had planned, because I just thought, I'm going to talk. I'm going to check out the chat. We're just going to keep each other company and be silly. So I hope that everybody had a good time. And Misha is going to be live over on the village after me. I'm going to stay. I've got it's 12:54 right now. So I'm so glad you caught me live too, Kristen. Seriously, I'm so happy to see you. I'm so happy to be reconnected with you. You know, you never left my mind or my heart as my friend, and I want you to know that sincerely. And I apologize to anybody who I seem to just ghost. It wasn't any of you. I love all of you. I just couldn't stay in the communities that I was in. They were getting too dark and toxic for me, and I am honestly a flighter. You know, you have fight, flight, freeze, or fawn. I have a tendency when I get really uncomfortable to flight. Oh no, it's Adrian. Thank you even just for showing up. It's my pleasure. It's literally the least that I could do is to give an hour here and an hour tomorrow. I might pick up some more time if we still have open slots, because clearly I can go 2 hours. So, you know, I just want to thank everybody for showing up for each other. Thank you. Yeah, Barbie, right? But I just want those of you who I became friends with to know that it was never about any of the friends that I made, and that I still consider you all friends. And I'm excited about the new friends. Retired Red, I know I've talked to you in chats before. It's super great to see you here. Barbie, I know you, and Adrian, everybody, you've all been so fun. This has been such a good time. So again, I just want to thank you from my little office in the lake. I will be back tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern. I love you. Thank you for not blocking my channel. That's so sweet. And I'm really proud of you, by the way. I'm really proud of you. Thanks, Red. I'm gonna be live tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 Central, on and on and on. Because clearly I got this all screwed up. I've been live for 2 hours. But I just want to thank everybody. And if you feel like checking out the next live that's going on at the Village, I dropped that link. And you know what? I'm going to drop it one more time. I want to drop it one more time for anybody that missed it, because I think I did it awesome. Yeah, please come back tomorrow. I know also our Ben Bacon Bits is doing some time. Mac at Surviving Together is doing some time. I know Kim and Crystal are going to be doing some time. Right on. Okay, so Barbie, I'll see you over on Mish's channel. But you can check, if you want to, you can check the Village, and it's streaming all of our live streams through there if you don't want to go into our channels directly, which is not a big deal. But I want to thank you all for coming. I want to sign out how I always signed out on my channel, and how I'm going to continue to sign out on my channel now that I'm back, by asking each and every one of you to be kind to somebody today, and for all of us to do it, and to do it every day, because I believe that if we do that, we can change the world and make it a better, kinder place. So thank you. Yeah, I said 11 Eastern, right? Because didn't I sign up for 10 Central? Or did I screw that one up too? I don't know. Anyway, Merry Christmas. You're not alone. We're never alone. I'm sending you all love. That's Thomas ringing the jingle bells. Merry Christmas. Take care. Yes. Yeah. Well, yeah. Stick up for yourselves, but be kind. Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to be doing it. So, all right. Mish is up next. I love you all. Be good. Hey, Thomas. Everybody says Merry Christmas to you. All right. Love you. Bye.